How are you doing, everyone? It's me, TheDomotaku, here today to talk about episode 9 of Izetta, the latest episode, and my goodness, I don't get it anymore. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of confused here, and I'm kind of at a loss for words after all the shit that happened this episode. So let's get on to thinking about. So I was debating whether or not this series would actually end in 13 episodes. From the looks of it, it kind of is, because this episode just turned the whole anime upside down, and everything we thought we knew about this anime is just done. Just nothing. So, in this episode, we continue off where what happened last episode, episode 8, with this whole spy ideal and whatnot, the whole spy wars and whatnot. And after that, basically we have a continuation where, the war is going on, and it seems that the Germania army is going to attack the country in this place, and you have the allies coming up in this place, you have the rally and whatnot. It's like, it's ongoing war, and it's just another typical fight and war thing where, they thought, oh, they're coming from this side, but then they got sent Izetta on this side and whatnot, and it seemed okay, it seemed alright. But then you have the appearance of this new character who claims to be the White Witch, and the original White Witch of Elstat or something like that, right? Or is there more than multiple White Witches, or there could be like different White Witches of Elstat? I don't know exactly. But this new witch comes up. This is the one in episode 7, in the party where it kissed Izetta and took some of her blood, and here she is. She works for Germania now, which is the worst possible situation ever. You have the good witch of Izetta, and you have the evil witch, the evil White Witch, now working for Germania and just advancing this war to chaos and whatnot. So you have her appearance here, and you have Izetta and her fight off in a magical battle of brooms, swords, and all the nonsensical stuff. And Izetta loses. Izetta lost against the White Witch because for some reason, well, she is technically the original White Witch. She has more probable experience than Izetta, and she probably knows a lot more. But there's just so many things that, like, so many questions I got about this series and this episode that, the whole series is I don't know where it's going anymore, or like, not like in a bad sense, but like everything just got flipped upside down, mind blown, like, oh my goodness, what's gonna happen now, sort of thing. So the White Witch beats Izetta and they capture her, and the advancement on Germania against Fine's country is just too great. They reach her base of capital and they bomb the whole place. That gets taken over by Germania, and I have no clue what happened to the princess or anyone in the castle and whatnot, right? And Izetta just captured, being filmed, losing to the Germania's witch now, and just like, it's just too much chaos going on here, right? So with all that said, done, like, the whole series, like, the main characters are at a losing point here right now. They lost Izetta, she can't beat this witch, or she's captured also. Then the military forces have advanced on her country. Fine has nowhere to be seen. They lost their home capital base and whatnot. And there's 3 episodes left now, so unless something big happens in those 3 episodes, then I don't know what's gonna happen, guys. This is a close call here. Season 2, possibly? Who knows? So, interesting enough, I think the introduction to this character, the real White Witch, right, is really, it appears super late in the series, and unless they show a lot more focus to her character, which we do see some focus, or like some background of her in this episode, where she was like a clone of the original White Witch. She has like the DNA, or like where her body was buried or something like that, and then science from the Germanians has apparently cloned her and whatnot, and she was like a empty body until she drank the blood of Izetta. So it's a technical clone. She's not like the same like body. It's just like it's the same personality and same mind. So it's technically her. But then bringing her super late into the series, unless they show a lot more of her than just her being the secret weapon for Germania, then I'm expecting a season 2 where you'll see more conflictions between Izetta and the White Witch, because this is the original White Witch, and of course interesting enough, she's talking to Izetta about how you shouldn't interfere with human wars or just the human world, right? And that was like the original like code or something like that for witches back in the day. But then Izetta, she threw that away just to help out Fine, because she likes Fine, and like she likes everyone in the country and whatnot. So if there is a season 2 of this series, I would love to see more conflictions between Izetta and the White Witch, because they're like the two characters that are like on similar level, right, to fight each other against their conflictions, against their roles and like their thinking and whatnot. And I like that. It's like, you know, like Izetta was just like this super power weapon for Fine and them, but then they didn't have any other way to fight her, right? But now they have this witch, who is the original White Witch, and now she's like evil for Germania. I'm just like, why? So there's that. I'm assuming for next episode, Fine and everyone else in the castle sort of make it out alive. That could be a really low possibility, but that's what I'm thinking so far. Because you just see them like try to dodge the torpedo missile that hits their building, right? And that's it, right? And then you see the flag hang over their building and their capital, and that's it, right? So I'm assuming that she escapes somehow, and then she's trying to like make a resistance or a rebellion in this last futile effort they have, because let's face it here, guys, their whole country just got taken by Germania, and unless the freaking allies, the U.S. of Atlanta or whatever, come to help, then they're all screwed. They had nothing. They just lost the war. They got the freaking witch super weapon and whatnot. So speaking of the witch, the White Witch, you know, we see that she has a lot more stuff up her sleeve than Izetta does. She was able to absorb, or not absorb, but negate like Izetta's magical power, so she couldn't fly on her broom, and she basically just crash landed on the floor. She's much more stronger than Izetta, and there's just, I don't see a way for this to work out anymore, guys. But you know, this is only episode 9, so. And also you have the fact that everyone's filming Izetta losing to this witch, and it's like, okay, the White Witch of Elstadt, Izetta, lost to Germania's witch, now fear Germania or something like that, right? That's basically what I'm getting at from this point. So yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see how this series is going, but like it's getting to the end, and like stuff is just getting up there and up there, and I just don't know how the hell anything's gonna work anymore. So anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like the video if you enjoyed, and tell me what you guys think about this episode in the comments, because for one, White Witch clone versus Izetta, you know, do you think that they can make a comeback? Do you think there will be a season 2? Because at this point, it seems like unless they rush a lot of things, then there's gonna be a season 2, because they brought out the White Witch almost like a little bit like really suddenly in this episode, for myself, for my thinking, because they just brought her like episode 7, then they just showed her, she just showed up out of nowhere in this episode. It's like, oh, she's a clone, she's the original White Witch, and you know, unless we learn more about her, and then you have a big ass epic fight between her and Izetta in the end of the series, then that's gonna be awesome. But I don't see that happening unless they somehow do that, and unless somehow as Fine and the rest of them escaped from the explosion or something like that. But anyways, what do you guys think is going to happen in the series? Tell me in the comments below, and subscribe, because next week we'll cover episode 10. Then will be 2 episodes left out of the series, and we'll see how the series goes from there. Possible season 2? I have no clue. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys on the next video on the TheDomotaku anime channel. So take care, guys, and matane.